Tickle the pages! Yay!
Let me tell you an incredible story of courage, faith, and divine protection from the book of Daniel. Picture this, ancient Babylon, where King Nebuchadnezzar ruled with an iron fist. He had just built a massive golden statue, 90 feet tall, gleaming in the desert sun. The king's decree was simple, yet absolute. When the music plays, everyone must bow down and worship this golden image. The penalty for disobedience? Being thrown into a blazing furnace. Pretty intense, right? Now, among the Jewish exiles in Babylon were 3 young men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. These guys had already proven themselves as some of the wisest advisors in the kingdom. But here's where things get really interesting. When those horns sounded and everyone else fell to their knees, these 3 remained standing. They wouldn't bow. Word quickly reached the king, and let me tell you, he was furious. Nebuchadnezzar gave them one last chance, but their response? It's one of the most powerful statements of faith ever recorded. They said, "Our God is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace. But even if he doesn't, we want you to know, O king, that we will not serve your gods or worship the golden image." Talk about standing your ground. The king was so enraged that he ordered the furnace heated 7 times hotter than usual. The flames were so intense that the soldiers who threw them in were killed by the heat. But here's where it gets mind-blowing. When Nebuchadnezzar looked into the furnace, he jumped to his feet in amazement. Not only were Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego alive and walking around in the flames, but there was a 4th figure with them, described as looking like a son of the gods. The king called them out, and when they emerged, not a hair was singed, their clothes weren't burned, and they didn't even smell like smoke. It was such a powerful demonstration that Nebuchadnezzar immediately declared that no one could speak against their God. You know what's amazing about this story? It's not just about miraculous survival. It's about choosing to stand firm in your beliefs, even when facing literal fire. These 3 men didn't know if they would be saved, but they were willing to die rather than compromise their faith. Their story has inspired countless people throughout history to stand up for what they believe in, even in the face of overwhelming pressure. It reminds us that sometimes the most powerful testimony isn't just surviving the fire, but being willing to face it in the first place.